Here we go. Hello there. Welcome to another Thursday Blues Club. Hi to John, hi to Kathy, Stan, Toby and John. John Muck. So hello again. Good of you to tune in. I'm playing a little Lightning Hopkins type boogie. And the joy of playing by yourself is that you can put in as many bars as you want in a verse. Good of you to tune in again on a Thursday. Hope you're all well. So yes, it's good to be back. I'm happy to be back. I'm very happy to have a few people tuning in. I can see that you are. I can see some of your comments. I only got the first few, so I'll glance down at some more. Hi Kevin. Hi to Shaney and Malcolm, Hans and Adelaide, Graham Ward and Steve Tolton. You're a wonderful crowd. You come back, if not every week, most weeks, which is wonderful. Robbie, Peter. Dave, hello Dave, and so on. I'm not going to read them all out because I need to get on with the show, don't I? Show, is that a bit grand? Anyway, yeah, I really appreciate the fact that you come back week after week. And Chris says, how's the gigging going? Well, Chris, I've been a bit slow on the uptake, so my first live gig for a long while is next Wednesday. So we'll see how that goes, and that's with the wonderful West Western on harmonica at the Lee Community Centre. But I won't say much about that because it's sold out. We had to get reservations to make sure we didn't overbook it because of the COVID regulations. Just trying to think what I'm doing now. Oh yeah, I play a bit of harmonica, I think, and yeah. So it's all sold out. But yeah. Gradually, we will get back into gigging. As I say, I've been slower than some of my musical colleagues. Yeah. This is a song by Robert Nighthawk. Yeah. I don't want to put the capo on. And, oh yeah, I'm getting in a complete muddle. This is what I want to do, not a song by Robert Nighthawk. Bear with me. I'll do Good Stuff first, which is a song by... Eric Bibb. So there we are. I do have a rough idea of what I'm going to do in these sessions, although I get blown off course. So for those of you who like to have a sort of plan, later on I'm going to play one or two songs you'll know, I think. That's not much good to you, is it? I might do a Ray Charles song. I might do one by Tom Waits, Robert Johnson, John Lee Hooker, Charles Brown, that sort of thing. Anyway, this one's by Robert Nighthawk, a wonderful slide player. Hi, Elizabeth. No, it's not. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to do Good Stuff first. You got good stuff, baby, where you been so long. You got good stuff, baby, spiced up nice and strong. Something went click when you gave me that look. Now I can't get enough of that gumbo you cook. You got good stuff, where you been so long. Hi to Brad in Chicago. You move me, baby, down to my soul. You move me, baby, I'm on a steady roll. I still remember that day in June. You told the preacher I do, and not a moment too soon. You got good stuff, baby, where you been so long. Where you move me, baby. I still remember that day in June. You told the preacher I do, a moment too soon. Good time, huh? Where you been so long? They'll never let me into the jazz fraternity because I let you know when I make mistakes. It's not the way, is it? You should pretend you did it on purpose and do it again. You took your sweet time knocking on my door. You took your sweet time, baby, but you're worth waiting for. If I had met you way back when, I might have let you go, never seen you again. You took your sweet time knocking on my door. Hi to Anna. Hi to Neil. Hi to John. What's for supper? I haven't had any yet. What are you having? If I had met you way back when, I might have let you go and never seen you again. You took your sweet time, baby, knocking on my door. You got good stuff. Where you been so long? Good stuff, spiced up nice and strong. Good stuff, baby. Where you been so long? Where you been so long? Where you been so long? Okay, I mentioned Robert Nighthawk, and this is the song I wanted to do by Robert Nighthawk. They're a wonderful slide player, very, very influential. If you listen to Chicago players like, Muddy Waters and Earl Hooker, they wouldn't have done what they did without Robert Nighthawk. So this is a thing called Crying Won't Help You. One of a number of blues songs about crying. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, the way you've been treating me, baby, it's coming home to you, and your crime won't help you. Your crime won't help you. You know your crime won't help you, 'cause you've been so mean to me. No matter what you say, no matter where you go, just remember, darling, you gotta reap just what you sow. Crime won't help you. crying won't help you. You know your crying won't help you, 'cause you've been so mean to me. Just before I go, I want you to understand, I'm gonna wait and leave you, let you do the best that you can, and your crying won't help you. Your crying won't help you, darling. Your crying won't help you, 'cause you've been so mean to me. There we are. Crying Won't Help You by Robert Nighthawk. And like a lot of the Chicago blues slide playing, it's done in standard tuning, not open tuning. If you care about these things, or well, I do it in standard tuning, and I believe I'm sure Robert Nighthawk did. Okay. Ever plan to move west? Take my way, that's the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, it winds from Chicago to LA, more than 2,000 miles on the way. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, it goes from St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, Oklahoma City looks so, so pretty, you'll see. Amarillo, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, King and Boston, San Bernardino, will you get hip to this timely tip and go take that California trip? Get your kicks on Route 66. Joplin, Missouri, Oklahoma City looks so pretty, you'll see. Amarillo, Flagstaff, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Boston, San Bernardino, will you get hip to this timely tip and go take that Californian trip? Get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. Now, after all these years, I still don't know my geography on Route 66. I think I've got some of those places wrong. Anyway, I hope you... it's lovely to have you listening in, and I know that there are some of you watching from the States. Stan, I believe, and Toby Simmons. Toby does a great job for me because she publicises my gigs on Facebook, and she's out in California. So my American friends, please excuse me for getting these places muddled up. It's a complicated song, you know. I'm going to do another. Earlier I did a song about crying, didn't I? Which is a theme in blues. So this is a song by Elmore James about crying. And Elmore James didn't play. Elmore James played some wonderful guitar, and of course most of it was in slide form. But the lead guitarist on this is not Elmore, and I don't know who it is. So if anyone knows "Cry for Me, Baby," and they know the personnel, they can tell me who the guitarist is. I'd be really interested to know, because he's a lovely player, and it's his guitar playing that makes this record. And as I say, it's although Elmore James is singing, he's not playing the lead guitar. Cried so much for you. Well, I cried so much for you. Well, I wish I had $1 for all the times I cried for you. Every night I cry myself to sleep. Everyone else is happy, but I just weep, weep, weep. Well, these tears, 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 why don't they let me be? Now he's done some research, which I could have easily done, so thank you for that. And you say Syl Johnson and Eddie Taylor. Now that will be Eddie Taylor playing the lead. Yeah, great guitarist. Eddie Taylor made some great records of his own, Big Town Playboy, and played on a lot of records by Jimmy Reed and John Lee Hooker. So he must have been pretty good. Well, now how should I remember? How can I forget? I wake up every morning and my pillow's soaking wet with these tears, tears, tears. Why won't they let me be? Well, I wish sometime would cry for me. So yeah, thanks very much, Adrian, for finding out that was Eddie Taylor. And if you know Eddie Taylor's playing, that's, yeah, great stuff. Sounds just right. He plays it a bit faster than I can on there, but then I am playing by myself. Thank you. I'm going to move on to another guitar, maybe. Oh yes, now someone reminded me of Jane Houghton. Hello, Jane. Yeah, I don't know if Jane's with us tonight. I'm going to change guitars and see if Jane comes on to say hello, because I'm directing these comments at her. Hold on a minute. So that guitar was in standard tuning. I say it because I know some of you care about these things. Now, Jane the other day, Jane Houghton, she hasn't said hello, has she? So she may not be listening. Anyway, since I've started the story, I better carry on, hadn't I? She put something on, well, she sent me a message rather about Larkin Poe, who I think, oh, hi, Jane. Jane, I'm right. I know you sent me a thing about Larkin Poe, and their nice version of Coming in My Kitchen, the Robert Johnson song. They are fantastic, Larkin Poe. So I hope you're well, Jane. Let's see if I can get this guitar to work. So I'll have a go at Coming in My Kitchen. You've got to do a bit of, if you play my sort of blues, you've got to go back to Robert Johnson from time to time, haven't you? Now, Larkin Poe do a fabulous version of this, but they're a great young pair of sisters. Larkin Poe. If you haven't seen, Joe, thank you, Jane, for reminding me on. If you haven't seen Larkin Poe or heard their stuff, check it out. Some of it gets a bit rocky, but fabulous. They are great, really good. Steeped in Mississippi blues. So why did I interrupt my rendition to tell you that? I don't know. Yeah, Shaney says they're so talented. They really are. Loving, talk off with my best friend. Some joker got lucky, stole her back again. You better come on in my kitchen, 'cause it's gonna be great. outdoors. When a woman gets in trouble, everybody run her down, looking for a good friend, none can be found. You better come on in my kitchen, 'cause it's gonna be raining outdoors. Oh, well, she's gone. I know she won't come back. I took her last nickel out of her nation sack. You better come on in my kitchen. It's gonna be raining out. Did you hear the rain? You better come on in my kitchen, 'cause it's gonna be raining outdoors. Come on in my kitchen. So thank you, Jane, for reminding me of that tune. Yeah, I said I'd do some John Lee Hooker. This is sort of John Lee Hooker by way of Charles Brown. Charles Brown was a great, quite sophisticated singer and guitarist. He influenced a singer and pianist, Charles Brown, pianist on the West Coast. Had his heyday, I guess, in the 40s. Influenced Nat King Cole, I believe, and certainly Ray Charles, and a lot of other people. So there we are. But what I'm going to do is one of his hits, Drifting. But it was a big. It was also a big part of John Lee Hooker's repertoire. So my version will probably fall somewhere between Charles Brown and John Lee Hooker, possibly a bit more John Lee Hooker. I've got a light here. I don't know if if does that help? I don't know if I'm looking in a bit dark today. A lamp? No, it doesn't make any difference, does it? Okay. Oh, right. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. What I see on my screen is about 10 or 15 seconds behind reality. It's very strange. So I can see the lights come on now. Okay. Drifting Blues. Here we go. I've been drifting. like a ship out on the sea. I've been drifting. That's how I meant to sing it. Like a ship out on the sea. I ain't got nobody in the world to care for me. I've been drifting. Like a ship out on the sea. I've been drifting. Like a ship out on the sea. You know I ain't got nobody in the world to care for me. I give her all my money. Tell me what more can I do? Go get some more, go get some more, go get some more. I give her all my money. Tell me what more can I do? Well, you're a good little girl, but you just won't be true. I've been drifting like a ship out on the sea. I've been drifting like a ship out on the sea. I ain't got nobody in the world to care for me. There we are, drifting. Charles Brown, if you don't know of Charles Brown, well, you probably do know of Charles Brown, but he's well worth checking out. Yeah, that had, as I say, more of John Lee Hooker in. What am I doing now? So, thank you very much. Oh, crikey, Tom's talking about Northern California with the fires. I mean, that's awful, yeah. Yeah, terrible. You have my sympathy. Yeah, well, this is the terrible thing we're facing these days. I don't want to get serious though, but those of you who wondered about global warming, I guess perhaps you're not wondering anymore. But yeah, it is awful and terrible situation. And hi to Jan, hi to Brian. Oh, Brian! Now Brian Berry, I'm glad you're here because I must show people. Brian very kindly sent me in the post a wonderful piece of art. I think you call this pyrographies. I'll hold it up for you to see. So Brian, who does this wood burning. Has taken a picture of me. I didn't give it to him, so he's found a picture of me from somewhere, and he's somehow burned it onto wood. Very clever, Brian. I don't know if you can see that properly. I'll turn this light on and off in case that makes it clearer, perhaps. Yeah. So thank you, Brian. That was a wonderful surprise. Now, if anyone's interested in Brian's work, Brian's out in North Carolina. Perhaps it's better with the light on. Yeah, Brian's out in North Carolina, and his website is, I believe, well, I'm seeing this on the back of the on the back of the picture, woodburnimages.com, woodburnimages.com. But Brian, if you want to put a link on the in the comments, if anyone wants a picture, he can do all sorts of wonderful stuff. Of course, he'll do a picture of your favourite pet or car or whatever. There we are. Thank you, Brian. That was a lovely little surprise. What am I doing now? I just want to think of something a bit different. Oh, I know. Sit right down, Daddy, let your mind roll on. Well, walk right in, sit right down, but baby, don't you stay too long. Everybody's talking about a new way of walking. Do you wanna lose your mind? Walk right in, sit right down, Daddy, let your mind roll on. Walk right in, sit right down, Daddy, let your mind roll on. Walk right in, sit right down, please don't you stay too long. Walk right in, sit right down, Daddy, let your mind roll on. Walk right in, please don't you stay too long. Everybody's talking about a new way of walking. Do you want to lose your mind? Walk right in, sit right down, Daddy, let your mind roll on. Okay. Walk right in. Yeah. So, thank you very much. I do appreciate your comments, by the way, and I'll check them all out afterwards. So many of you are leaving symbols, which is very nice. It says it just as well as words. Shaney says, "Isn't that the same tune as Got to Move?" In my kitchen, coming in my kitchen and Got to Move, very, very similar. You're absolutely right. Of course, they are. And if you listen to Sitting on Top of the World, which was a big blues hit for the Mississippi Shakes, that's a similar tune. And I suspect, well, they're all linked. Robert Johnson probably got that basic tune from Sitting on Top of the World, I think. And then You Got to Move is a gospel tune. So and before Fred McDowell did it, it was done by gospel artists. So where did they get it from? But anyway, you're absolutely right, Shaney. Similar tune. And I'm trying to read these comments, but I'm finding it difficult. Hi to Trixie. Oh yeah, Trixie. Yeah, good to have you on board. Hi to David and Richard Smith and Steve and Elizabeth Roberts Wood. Yep. Len. Hi to Len Johnson. Okay, I'm going to get a bit of harmonica on this one, perhaps. I was asked to do this by Gina. Gina Donovan. She said she likes Diving Duck, as done recently by Taj Mahal and Keb Mo. So I'm going to do it. I mean, this song is played in so many different ways, but I will do it roughly in the way that they do it, because Taj Mahal did it very differently much earlier in his career. Anyway, Diving Duck. It's one of those songs that goes round and round. Must be 1,000 versions of it. Hi to Alona. I'm going to tune up a little bit, and then I'll give you, for Gina, Diving Duck. I saw Keb Mo and Taj Mahal. Keb Mo and Taj Mahal do this in London when they were touring on the back of that lovely album they did together. And I was with my brother Phil, and I will say hi to Phil, because Phil's had a not entirely pleasant adventure this week, and he's now back at home. And Phil, I hope you get yourself some rest. Don't work too hard. Anyway, this is Diving Duck or something similar. Yeah, Diving Duck. Hi Gina, you're saying very much appreciated. I'm trying to remember how they do it, to be honest. Let me give me a second. Oh yeah. You know I'm playing for time, don't you? Well, if the river was whiskey, I was a diving duck. Well, if the river was whiskey, I was a diving duck. If the river was whiskey, I was a diving duck. I would dive to the bottom, and I would never come up. You know the sun's gonna shine in my back door someday. Well, the sun's gonna shine in my back door someday. Well, the sun's gonna shine in my back door someday. There's gonna come such a sweet wind to blow my troubles away. arms around me, baby, like a circle round the sun. Put your arms around me, baby, like a circle round the sun. Put your arms around me like a circle around the sun. Want you to love me like my easy rider done. Well, if the river was whiskey, I was a diamond duck. I was a diamond duck. If the river was whiskey, I was a diamond duck. I would dive to the bottom, and I would never come up. Sun gonna shine in my back door someday. The sun's gonna shine in my back door someday. Well, the sun gonna shine in my back door someday. There's gonna come such a sweet wind to blow my troubles away. A diamond duck. Well, if it was whiskey, I was a diamond duck. I would dive to the bottom, and I'd never come up. I would dive to the bottom, and I would never come up. Well, I would dive to the bottom, and I would never come up. Okay, Diving Duck Blues for Gina. Where are we? 10 o'clock nearly. In British money. Hi to Frederick. You're in open G. You're absolutely right. Yes, open G. Excuse me. This is open G, and that's a lovely tuning for playing some old style stuff and getting a lovely bassy sound. So I'll do one more in open G then before I move on. I've got a few in open E to do. Yeah, a bit of Muddy Waters maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Had a good little girl. Lost my baby, now ain't that sad? Had a good little girl. I lost my baby, now ain't that sad? You don't miss what you ain't got, and you can't lose what you never had. Have money in the bank, but I got busted, ain't that sad? Have money in the bank, I got busted, ain't that sad? You don't miss what you ain't got, you can't lose what you ain't got, and you don't miss what you never had. Had a good little home, got burned down, how ain't that sad? Had a good little home, got burnt down, now ain't that sad? You can miss what you ain't got, and you can lose what you never had. There we are. You can't lose what you've never had. Hi to Frederick, who asked, what guitars do I have? This one is a Peerless. It's a Peerless Martin Taylor Virtuoso. I'd say this every time I mention this guitar, but I figured that having a guitar that was endorsed by Martin Taylor and moreover called a Virtuoso would make me a great jazz guitarist, but it didn't work, did it? No. There we are. That's a Peerless. But in answer to Frederick's question, I have. Oh, here we are. I have two. I'm feeling quite indulgent because I now own two Rialto guitars, and the Rialtos are made by. Rialtos are handmade guitars made by this guy who only makes a few a year, and this is not. I didn't have this one from new. This is an old one that I picked up, and I was so enamoured by this guitar that I got a new one as well. There we are. Rialto. Hi to Steve. Stan. What am I doing? I did promise you I'd do some Tom Waits. Bear with me, I'll get this guitar in tune. Now this song, Temptation, Tom Waits, I mean, he wrote some lovely stuff. Often disarmingly sort of melodic and sweet, despite his gruff delivery, and he believes in raw, passionate music. I read an interview with him somewhere where he was talking about how he hated the way that you go in to make a record, and someone of that sort of stature, goes into to make a record in a big studio with great engineers, and they say, what drum sound do you want? Just tell us and we'll program it in, or do you want an effect and just tell us what we'll do. And he said no, music making has got to be hard. You've got to make the music yourself. You can't rely on some electronic gizmo to do it for you. Anyway, why am I telling you that story? Because I'm reading the biography of the great Aretha Franklin, and of course Aretha Franklin was one of the greatest artists of certainly my lifetime. But then when the recording industry lost sight of how you can get the best out of people, instead of sitting Aretha Franklin down at a piano surrounded by a few musicians picking up what she was doing, which is what her greatest records were, they brought in these pre-recorded things. They'd got all the electronic effects, they'd got an orchestra or whatever, but they pre-recorded it, and then they said to Aretha, now just stick your vocal on. What a stupid way to make records. And that's how most records, I think, are made these days. I may be wrong. Here we are. So this is a Tom Waits song that I learned because Ruby Florence, my daughter, who's a lovely singer, taught me this, or got me to learn this so she could sing it. Temptation. Bear with me. Rusted brandy in a diamond glass. Everything is made from dreams. Time is made from honey, slow and sweet. Only the fool knows what it means. Temptation, temptation, temptation. Can't resist. I know she's made of smoke, but I have lost my way. She knows that I am broke, so I must play. Temptation, temptation, temptation. I can't resist. Dutch pink and Italian blue. She's there waiting for you. My will has disappeared. My confusion is oh so clear. Temptation, temptation, temptation. I can't resist. Temptation, temptation, temptation. I can't resist. Temptation, temptation, temptation. I can't resist. Now I have to keep that going because when I play this with Ruby Florence, she defies me to resolve it. You just got to, I mean, it's temptation. The temptation is you've got to go back, haven't you? You've got to resolve it. But no. There we are. Temptation. So yeah, thank you. It'll be nice to play that again with Ruby Florence. Now, I'm going to do a song by. I'll tune up a little bit. This is a song by Elvin Bishop, which I have done before. I learned it for a live stream some months ago. Elvin Bishop, who originally, well, I say originally, was first known of as a guitarist with Paul Butterfield's blues band, where he was. I've got to say, unkindly, perhaps a bit overshadowed by the great Mike Bloomfield. But anyway, Elvin Bishop, he went off and did his own thing, and he's still playing actually, and he's making some good blues. His last record was with Charlie Musselwhite, and it's really good. Anyway, he did this song with a vocalist called Mickey Thomas, called "Fooled Around and Fell in Love." So. See if I can remember this. Hold on. Need a bit of tremolo, even more tremolo on this. Okay, let's try that. And you know that I'm doing this the wrong key, don't you? You all spotted that. Doesn't he want to go a bit higher? Okay. And I cheat when I'm playing, especially when I'm in open tuning. I cheat a lot by putting a capo on. I was doing a gig once and somebody said to me, "Do you play everything in the same key?" I said, "Well, maybe, but it's quite a good key, isn't it?" Anyway, there we are. I must have been through about 1,000,000 girls. I love them and I leave them alone. I didn't care how much they cried. Their tears left me cold as a stone. I fooled around and fell in love. 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 It used to be when I saw a girl that I liked, I'd write her name in my book. I'd get out my book and write down her name. But when the grass got a bit greener on the other side, I'd just tear out that page. I fooled around and fell in love. 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 Free on my own, that's the way I used to be. But since I met you, baby, love's got a hold on me. It's got a hold on me. I can't let go of you, baby. I fooled around and fell in love. 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 I fooled around and fell. Okay, fooled around and fell in love. Hi, Bernie. Hi, Chris. Okay. Oh, I know what I'll do. This reminds me. Ruby Florence is tuned in. She can't always come in on these live streams until later on, but she's with us, I know. So this is another song that I've been singing for a while, but we do it in the Ruby Florence set when she sings with me. Okay. Let me tell you about a girl I know. She's my baby and she lives next door. Every morning when the sun comes up, brings me coffee in my favorite cup. Well, I know, yeah, hallelujah, I just love that girl so. I always forget that. Hang on, I know. That's terrible. Hallelujah, I just love that girl so. When I'm in trouble and I got no friend, I know she'll stick with me until the end. Everybody asks me how I know. She's my baby and she told me so. Well, I know. Hallelujah, I just love her so. When I call her on the telephone and tell her that I'm all alone, by the time I count from 1 to 4, she's knocking on my front door. And in the evening when the sun goes down and there is nobody else around, kisses me and she holds me tight, tells me, baby, everything's alright. Well, I know. Hallelujah, I just love her so. Well, I call her on the telephone and I tell her that I'm all alone. By the time I count from 1 to 4, she's knocking on my front door. And in the evening when the sun goes down and there is nobody else around, kisses me and she holds me tight, tells me, Daddy, everything's alright. Well, I know. Hallelujah, I just love that girl so. Well, I know. Hallelujah, I just love that girl so. Well, I know. Hallelujah, I just love that girl so. Well, I know. I just love that girl so. Hallelujah, 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 I just love that girl so. It's always the tunes. That is Hallelujah, I Love Her So by the great Ray Charles, of course. And it's always the songs that I've played for the longest time that when I do them I find I'm stumbling because I take them for granted, you know. You don't think, oh, well, I don't have to go over that again. I know how to do that. There's something, I don't know what it is. You sort of suddenly get a blind spot, I suppose you call it. Okay, well, we've come to the end of the show pretty much, and I really appreciate you tuning in. I love your comments. It's really, really kind of you. I'll show you this wood burning image that Brian Berry sent me from North Carolina. Yeah, And yeah, that's clever, lovely stuff. So I appreciate that, Brian. Thank you. And yeah, hi, Steve. Steve Tolton says already going. Well, yeah, I got to. Yeah, I need to take a break. To be honest, Steve. So I'm going to finish with a song that I'll mention Ruby Florence again because I think I gave her this record many years ago. Well, many years ago whenever it came out. Dinah Krall. Is it Krall or is it Crawl? Dinah Krall did an album which I thought was absolutely great. But the critics didn't like because she's a jazz singer and very much in the kind of standards mould. And so that's what jazz is all about, playing other people's standards, playing the old songs. But, sometimes you stretch out and do something a little bit different. And she did this lovely album, which had, I think, her version of Temptation on that we did earlier. And it also had this song that she wrote called Narrow Daylight, which she wrote with Elvis Costello, her husband. And I've just loved this song ever since I first heard it. But for me, it's got a real depth to it, and it's about. I'm not going to sing it. I'm only going to play it, but I will tell you what it's about. It's about just seeing a shaft of light when you're going through tough times. And I think her mother had died when she wrote this, shortly before she wrote this. And it's just about how you've got to cling to the little shafts of light and better times, the promise of better times ahead. Narrow Daylight. Yeah, but I won't sing it. I don't think I can do it justice. It's quite a poetic song though. So Dinah Krall, Narrow Daylight. So I appreciate you tuning in. I really do. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hope to see some of you next week. Good night.